Drumming that fire, jumping out with, drumming that, drumming that, chopper doing circles. It's a bird, take him to the potty. He's a nerd. Pop bout, I ain't seen hit corners in the burbs. Pop bout, done politicking with the competition. What's the word? Put that on my mama. 8 in the process. Trying to tippy-toe through the progress. Tongue-tied when the truth is an object. What's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent. In a 97 bomb with the windows tinted. Heard a bomb got in the party. Who the like this in a party? Them up, them up, them up, them up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, learning to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode after school on the way to Popeyes. And wanna play both sides, it's a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, they became woo them guys. Round them, 2 of them guys. I'm Paris, I'm France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. I netted 10 million and did a little dance. I'm f***ing world, I my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again, and did it again, and did it again. I cannot respect them, where did he begin? Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. And ducking I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to man, he opened up doors. They bung on their tour bus to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success where most fold. I tell you my past, that don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my raps. The critics got everyone tabbed. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and ask where I'm at.
On your top 5 tonight. On your what's the name tonight. On your show's name tonight. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a hold on, y'all playing with me, man. I am the Omega. PG Lane, Rolly Gang, SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron, Nick Gabrielle. Looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring. To the melody, the big shot. Wrist on cryotherapy. Soon as I press that button, better get right like the emblem's coming. Us two when the light he ain't been through nothing. Day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping. I'm jigging. My mental is amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasions, brother. Rich mama know I made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming, be patient, brother. Show my then take you out of class like a multitask like Megan, brother. 2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year, y'all up all a listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the backing them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. On top 5s. That album, that single, burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come up, and everybody that's outside. Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this. 2 phones, but I only bring 1 in this. 1 daughter, but they all my sons in this. No, getting done in this. I'm scary, I gotta in this. On top 5s. Stop playing, I'm that guy.
Number 2 DM in my. That's cool, that's why.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got 2 shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Holly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man mirror can't look at me cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here has felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he got it real close. Some shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Option play, they give to Benson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Second and 3 now. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. First give of the game to the LSU product. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. A give to Mixon up the middle. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down more.
This time he's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go!
To the air, Lance. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Texans get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
From the red zone now. He's got him. That's Mixon. And they'll get him down right along the line. So nope. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
18, let's go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 2nd and 10. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start to fight back with their first points of this game. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he goes on the bootleg. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Hits the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 13-point lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's Lance. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Buys time, rolling right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Lance now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. And
got it down to the 12 before going out. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. From the 17. Finds a seam down the middle. 40. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 19 target.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now looking to throw. Chased out to his right.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Texans with a big decision upcoming. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. A very short kick here from the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking, pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge, but offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you can do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult.
He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Throwing from the gun here. Caught by Wangu.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing his Lance. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Here we go. Seven Pirates.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Collins there to grab it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. Go.
From the 46. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Throwing it just before halftime. Gets everything he has under this throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. And he's out a little short of the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's a design boot. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. This is Mixon. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Collins, the receiver, in motion left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Lance. Flush down out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Looking to throw, Lance. He's on the move. Now here he goes again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This is caught inside the 15. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the 2nd half with some needed points. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give. This is Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Keeping it with Mixon. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right off. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. I think this might be on the offense. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. That's taken on the 7. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Cardinals will have to start from deep within their own territory. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To the air, Lance. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Check that. Street. Set.
Benson now from the gun. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lance. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Along the right sideline, there's space. Done. jumps for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Cardinals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Pass caught by Mixon. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing it. Finding Collins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing it again here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. It's a race down the right side. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. This throw is cupped. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Back to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Benson on 1st and 10. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Trap 60.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a gain of 20. Now an inside give to Benson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense up to the line fast. From the 31. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38.
19, side, 19. And up.
Throwing his lands. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Benson's got it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. The give now to Benson. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Back to throw. Forced out to his right. He's got room to roam here. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Putting a receiver in motion. Slot man motioned over.
60 Bobcat. Check smash.
Turning to Benson on third. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Nico Collins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money